Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times, and we're continuing on with Arkham Days. And I have a kind of a cool treat for you. We're going to be looking at the Play Arts Kai Batman hyper-articulated figure, hyper-sculpted through Square Enix. Now, this is a pretty big box. If you look here, this is a 2-pack, and if you look by size, it's a big box for a single figure. Now, on the back, you can see some, this is the Batman figure here. You've got some Batman poses and then the Square Enix Joker, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later on, looking at them both. It is just a big package. Nice packaging, though. Lots of, I like with the city and things like that. Got some window packaging so you can look down in there. But even this must be a big figure, because even looking at this figure, he barely fits in this huge box. Now, I'm not just going to rip this thing open because I haven't decided yet how exactly I'm going to display him, and so I'm going to take a few minutes and get him out of here. Supposedly he's got a lot of accessories and stuff, and then we'll go from there. See you in just a minute. So here we are looking at this huge dude, and honestly I'm hoping very much that I'm going to be impressed with him, because I paid $60 for this guy plus shipping. Now, as we look at this, at these figures, and also Figure of the Day's actually done very, very well with some of these stuff. If you happen, you can get a very, very decent price on these figures, shipping including. I really like Figure of the Day. Does come with some instructions, because he comes with some additional hands, so it explains how those go on, and then it comes with an additional cape piece, which I thought was kind of unusual. We haven't really seen too much of that since I think Todd McFarlane did a Batman. Well, I don't think it was actually Todd McFarlane, but it was McFarlane-esque, where you had the cape that you could stack on. But anyhow, so let's, he comes with a Batarang. Looks kind of cool. Looks like it's sharp, but it's not. He also comes with the Bat Claw, and I'll try to remember to show you these up close. Now, this is the upgraded Bat Claw from Arkham Asylum. A little bit further in the game, you're able to add the extra 2 hooks so you can get additional pulling power and stuff like that. So that's kind of neat. Now, he comes with 2 hands, a right and a left, so that you can actually hold on to those things. Now, looking at this figure, is he impressive? Absolutely. Absolutely impressive, the way he looks and things like that. A couple things that his articulation is just like, at least so far, is very, very cool. It looks great. I think he might be a little bit too cut for my taste. I'd like for him to at least look human. Other than just anime-ish, so to speak. They've done an excellent job on this figure hiding joints as far as the elbows, the shoulders, and things like that. They kind of a unique way to hide the hip joint, in that this is just kind of a plastic piece. I'll try to show it to you up close. Okay, a couple things that I automatically do not like all that much is that I paid $60 for this figure, and I can't Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's about as far as I go. In fact, when I tried, oh wait a minute, when I tried this, well, I guess I can. I actually popped one of the legs off earlier. Well, forgive me. I guess I do like it then. I guess I do. But I actually popped one of the legs off, and I kept. One of the reasons I was kind of delayed in putting these 2 pieces together was as I was trying to get the leg to go back on. So do watch that. But now that I've got it on there, it looks like he's doing good. His cape just came off. The cape assembly, I guess we'll talk about that right now. The cape assembly is you see that hole right there? Okay, there's a piece in his back, and I'll show it to you up close, but you slide it in there. Now, you've seen what it looked like with that cape, which I kind of like. I like the wraparound look. I like it how it wraps around his leg like that. That's just cool looking, isn't it? That's just kind of neat. But for this, you kind of get the, well, that thing's like, this can be a bit of a pain. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back with you. Okay, part of the problem was it was just stiff. You really can't blame the figure. I think that's okay. But his cape actually is adjustable. Sometimes too adjustable. I just popped this out. But anyway, it actually fits on there, and you can actually raise it up and down. You can pull it down like that. That's kind of cool. I think that's kind of neat. Give him a lot more looks. I don't like the fact that it's blue. I really wish that we'd have stuck more with the... I'd like to see this in pure black, at least where it's blue and stuff, but you can see it on his gauntlets and things, and very, very good job on the articulation per se. I'm really surprised that this leg didn't come back off. Now see, that time, it's not going all the way out. It's because his panties are plastic or something, and I guess it kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and show you two up close, and that's when I'll show you the hands and the assembly and stuff like that. So far, I have to be honest, I'm really liking this figure. I'm not sure I like it $60 worth. It's a very, very good look, but I do think it's cool. I think they did some really cool things with it. $60 worth, I don't know that I'm there yet. Don't know that I'm there. Let's go ahead and look at him up close. Okay, so here we are looking at the Square Enix Batman. And guys, I have to be honest, I'm really kind of ticked off about this figure right now. As I was trying to play with him and get used to him, you see right here, one of the pouches was just gone. This one right here. I mean, there was nothing, and it wasn't in the package. It wasn't anywhere. This one right here, it fell off after that. Which really, I mean, I paid a bunch of money for this figure, and he just does this. Now, that's not a big deal. The way this works is you see that little thing there, and see it's actually got a lot of motion in it, where you can kind of twist it around, and I thought the ball actually moved as well. Yeah, there we go. So you can, that's actually kind of a cool thing where you can swap the cape. Cape's got a hole in it just like that. But to be honest with you, I mean, to pay this amount of money for a figure and it be broke like that is just really annoying. Now, one thing I will say that's kind of cool that they did is they actually, this, like I said, this is just a plastic piece, right? But they made it look like his briefs are right there. The paint application is pretty cool. I'm not sure I like how dark it is and things like that. I think that could have been done better. But the paint app I really like is actually here on the cape. I think they did a good job texturizing the cape. There's too much blue for me, but I think they did a good job with it. You can see there on his gauntlets, I mean, they look battle worn. That's kind of cool. Now, he does come with, oh, let's just look at his boots right quick, and his cape came off again. You can see there, he's got the Spaldings, and so that looks pretty good. He's very poseable, okay? I mean, if you can get around the cape thing, look at that. I mean, that's kind of wow. Now, as far as Jean-Claude Van Damme, I actually popped that leg off there before, like I said, but now he's not going near as far. I don't know. It's just a tricky joint, I guess. I like the knee joints. I like how they do that. I think that's actually very, very good. Now, I like the head motion. I mean, I like that the way that is. Not only does the neck move like that, but then the head really almost like a real human being. So anyhow, oh, hands. Let's look at this. Hands pop off just like this. Same kind of mechanism that we had before, and then it pops on there. Let's see. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. Pop on there. Okay. All right. So that goes on. One of the cool things that they have is that they had his grapple gun after the upgrade. That's actually very well done. Very, very cool. And it should fit fairly well right there in his hand. So that's great. And then they had, you know, it's funny. You look at this thing, it actually looks sharp, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. But you know, I always see it knocking people out, not slicing them to ribbons with it. So that's kind of neat. And then he does have another hand like this. probably for the gun as well. They did a good job on this overall as far as the look of it, but you know, it really bothers me. I paid this much money for a figure and there's pieces falling off of it like that, and I wish the cape stayed on a little bit better. You know, speaking of that, you know, you can see the mechanism right there. Did I just knock another piece off? No. Okay. Anyway, well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at the Square Enix Batman. Hopefully you've learned from my mistakes from this, and hopefully it'll save you money, or at least you'll know what to look for if you buy one. Once again, this is Doc Owen with Action Figure Times, reminding you to be extraordinary. We'll have something brand new for you for Arkham Days tomorrow. I'm honestly, guys, I'm really disappointed in this figure, just as far as the movement. And let me just say again, I think this figure should have been done in black, with the black cowls and not a dark blue. I think it would have been a much cooler looking thing. But hey, you get a couple capes, a couple of accessories. If you want to buy this figure, hopefully you can get a good price for it somewhere, but make sure you really check it out. Take it out of the box before you take it out of the store. It shouldn't be that hard to get back in. One piece is actually glued to the back of the box, so that might be a problem, but I would check my Batman out. And hopefully I've saved you some money one way or the other. Well, this is Doc Owen with Action Figure Times, reminding you to be extraordinary. Come to the website. I didn't do any comparison. I didn't show you some comparison things. If you come to the website, you'll see some good comparison pictures with him and some other Batmans, so you can kind of get a feel for his height and everything, because he's a pretty big guy. Anyway, see you tomorrow on Arkham Days here on AFTimes.com. Figure Times. As you know, we've been celebrating all things Arkham. Well, now's your opportunity to add one of these fine figures to your collection. We're going to be giving away the DC Collectibles Detective Mode Batman to the winner of a contest. Now, how do you win? What's the contest? Real simple. In 150 words or less, we would like to know what you would like to see as the storyline for the next game. We've had Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. Some people think the next one might be Arkham World, but what do you think? And what do you think the storyline ought to be? Now you have up until June 27th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to enter, and you can enter as many times as you want as long as they're each original ideas. Okay, you can't just copy and paste the same story. But whoever the winner entry is, we'll take this figure, mail it to you postage paid, and you can enjoy it. One thing, and you know what, if you win, you'll even have the opportunity, if you'd like to do your very own review. I know I've done a review, but you can do your very own review. Either it can be video, pictures, or whatever, and you'll have the opportunity. We'll post it on the site and let everybody know that you won and what you think of the figure. Well, thank you very, very much. Remember, go to AFTimes.com and join the contest. I look forward to seeing what you think the game ought to be about.